Hi everyone, Bricknut here. In this video I'm going to show you some modifications I've done to the bus from the bus station set that I've recently reviewed, and I've got a bunch of the girder pieces I need. In fact, I've got enough to finish the girder section of my railway bridge, so I can show you that. But first, a subscriber by the name of HughesTube has requested that I talk about how I organised all my loose Lego and all my Lego parts. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to start with everything that's on top of my bench, and then we're going to work down to everything underneath, and then we'll go and take a look at the bus and progress on the tower crane. So basically I used two common methods to sort bricks. I'm on a Facebook group called A-Files of Facebook, and I've seen where people have used one or the other, but I've actually used both, and that's sorting by brick type and sorting by colour, and I will show you what I mean very shortly. I'm going to start over here. You see, brick type, we have all these seats of assorted colours in one tray, and I've done that with many various pieces. I've got some 2x2 tile in there, again mixed colours, 1x4 tiles rather, not 1x1. But if we move along, I've then got parts sorted by colour. You know, I've got some 1x2 that I call grill pieces here, in white, light grey, dark grey, yellow, blue, red, etc. So they're sorted by type and then by colour. And what have I got? An antenna sticking out of there. Yes, I've actually done that quite a lot, especially with these small pieces like this. You know, the ones that you're always losing and are always hard to find when you've got a big box full of assorted Lego. So at the top I've started with the 1x1 round studs, and then I worked down. Once I sorted those out by colour, I then went to the 1x1 plates, down to the cheese wedges, but I did mix the 1x2 cheese wedges in with the 1x1s because I don't have many of those. What else? I did it with the transparent pieces as well, you see. There's the blue cheese wedges in a tray. There's what few green ones I've got. And so on, did the same there. And the same with these bracket bricks and 1x1 round bricks. By brick and by colour, but most of it is just by brick type. For example, again, there's these little, I don't actually know what they're called, but I do like these little sort of slopey, tiley things. And I've got different types of plates with claws on, you know, sort of sorted by brick type regardless of colour. I really do need to get some hydrogen peroxide at some point and give my white bricks a bath in it. So, as for storage containers, well, I've used various different drawer cabinets here, as you can see. Whatever I could get hold of at the time, I didn't go looking for them. I mean, my local QD store sells these, so I grabbed a bunch. Cool. I started buying these a good 3 years ago when I first started setting all this up and sorting my bricks. And then of course I like to go around charity shops and thrift stores and other second-hand shops and whatnot, and I was finding other things in there. In fact, that one, I think it was just those two, they were actually given to me. And the rest, like these ones, I found in a what I call a junk shop, and I just kept my eyes open and just, well, I don't know if I found them or they found me. But anyway, that's what I use up here. As for under the table, that's mostly where my larger parts are. I've got another spare drawer box there. Again, everything under here I bought from QD stores because, well, they're stackable. I could have stacked those on top, but because I had these boxes, I thought that was the better way to do it. See, I got them stacked on top of each other there. Yeah, they're not that expensive to buy either, if you get them from QD stores, that is. But all sorts under here. I've got different roof elements in here, and the ones that are commonly used on the forklift trucks and all sorts in there. Different types of chassis pieces in this one. Vintage and the newer styles as well. Ooh. Get in there. Sort of the fender pieces, or wheel wells, or whatever you want to call these. I call them mud guards because that's what we've always called them here in Britain. Box full of motorbikes there of assorted types and sizes and ages. Various plates, again just sorted by brick type, not by colour. I would need a heck of a lot more drawers to sort all of these by colour. So I've started with a drawer which is hiding of 1x6 plates, 1x8s, and then 1x10s and 1x12s, because I don't actually have that many of those. And then 2x6, 2x8, 2x4, they're actually all round the wrong way, but never mind. 2x3, 1x3, and the 1x3 tray I've actually divided with a piece of cardboard, and at the back is the 2x2 plates, and 1x4 at the top. And then in the end there I've got assorted plates sorted by colour, but not size, just colour. So the white tray has got assorted sizes of white plates in, smallest being 4x4 plate in all of them. So I've got red, actually that one's meant to be at the bottom and they've got mixed around somehow, but never mind, I'll sort that out another day. Yeah, so red, white, black, blue, yellow, and the middle one there, well actually it's not quite in the middle, is it? And that one there, second one down, is purple, brown, green and tan. Because I just haven't got enough that would warrant putting them all in their separate drawers, so. And the fact that I lack space, well, that's what I had to do. Over here I've got a couple of drawers of minifigures. These are mostly, well, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one are assorted sizes of bricks. There's, the 2 stud wide bricks, the 1 stud wide bricks, and over there, like this one, I've got the 2 stud wide bricks of different lengths in red, white, and all colours basically, yellow, black, blue. And I did the same with the 1 stud wide bricks. Like this one, you see, smallest being 1x2 in their largest, well, whatever the largest one is that I've got. There used to be like 1x10s and 1x12s in there, but I have used all of them. But I do find that I prefer to use this sort of brick to build my buildings with. Don't know why, it just always has been my #1 choice of brick. But some of them I have actually used like panel pieces and things. But yeah, I tend to use the 1 stud wide brick. What else have I got? I've got what I call the boat pieces in here that are used on helicopters as well. Different sizes and shapes and all sorts in there. Turntables. Oh, and the brushes for the car wash. And a dumper piece in here. That does look like that is primarily... Oh, didn't realise I had that vintage piece. So the problem is you get so much Lego, you get to the point where you actually forget what you've got, or at least I do. I think that is it for storage. You know, these are actually relatively sturdy, they slide in and out well enough. It is tempting to get some more of these to put this brick in, but these obviously aren't as deep, so I'm not going to get as much brick in these trays. I think that's why I opted for these tubs in the first place. Apart from the white and red brick, because I do have a lot more of that in another box somewhere. Speaking of, some bricks, obviously, I can't put in their designated drawers because they become full. So, when that happens, they get put in what I call my Overflow Box, which is this one. So, if I can't get them in their designated drawers, they just go in this big tub here. I've actually got a box of models there that I've got nowhere to put those at the minute. And I actually totally forgot about that. And there's some vintage sets in there as well. Oh yeah, Who's Tube? Can you see that one there? I know you've got that one as well, and look, the wheels fall off. That's one of the common problems with that old monster truck set. The wheels do fall off. A lot. But I'm going to have to get that box out and we'll have a look through that. That could be the next video. Anyway, I do have a bunch of Technic, but I actually want to sort through it. It's in there and some of them drawer thingies as well. And there's some like carry cases with the compartments in. You can move the dividers around to shrink or enlarge in the compartments. That's full of Technic as well. That's pretty much on this shelf. It's pretty much Technic, apart from these larger trays that I've got on the end there. I've got a lot, or at least two of those, full of printed bricks and bricks with stickers on. Right. So there's what's going to be my tower crane. I ordered 8 of these, which was enough to do, or to finish, or do half of this I should say, because I got up to there, didn't I? I think when the odd one arrives, I had to order 1 because I was 1 short. That's going to have to be high enough because I've got to think about this shelf. So I don't think I'm going to go. I might be able to squeeze another one of these on. Just. See, it depends on the positioning. So I want to put it here. You know. And if it's too high, the crane itself is not going to be able to rotate, is it? Because it's going to bang into that shelf. I don't know. I think that might be high enough as it is. I know it's not that high, but I think that will do. And as for the red girders, I'm just going to take a seat at my desk. Got a bunch of them hiding under here. I was actually just browsing eBay for girders. I don't know why, that just seems to be my go-to site. And I found this job lot, 14. Not 14 red, those 3 yellow with it as well. But they were going for a decent price, so I bought a bunch. But these, combined with the ones that Big Taylor and I sent me, should be enough to bring my bridge a lot closer to completion. I hope. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about was this. I did a review on this set, and a couple of my subscribers, I believe that was Who's Tube and Brick Bakery, said that they felt the interior of this bus was rather bland and unfinished, which I agree, but I just forgot to mention that in the video. So what I've done, not only, as you've probably noticed, that the doors are now on this side of the bus instead of that side, I've already swapped them over, I've added some vents on the roof just for a bit of extra detail. And inside, well, I don't have to take the roof off, you can see, there we go. I've actually added some seating. Whoops, I nearly hit the camera. See, and a couple of seats up front as well. It's not wide enough to get a minifigure side by side on the seats because I put a double seat at the back as well. But I put it there just for the looks more than anything. But it does look more like a bus with the seats. I don't know why Lego did it the way they did, because I totally agree. You know, it just looked unfinished. It didn't look right. It needed something that looked more like seating, and I think this looks a lot better. So, I believe that is it. I've covered everything I want to cover in the video, so any questions, feel free to put them down in the comments, and I will talk to you all. Oh, before I finish the video, thanks a lot for watching. I nearly forgot to say it. It is 11:30, so I'm getting a bit tired now. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.